What is up, guys? Welcome back to another Trove video. In this video, I've done this before, actually like a couple months back, I think, but I'm going to do it again since it's 2025. I'm going to be doing a power rank guide for 2025. Like I said, I did this before, but I'm going to do it again because there is some new stuff and some stuff I don't think I mentioned. I do apologize as well. This video isn't scripted at all or anything like that, so, I apologize if it isn't that good, but, I'm just going to be doing my best to talk about power rank and how you can increase it. So, yeah, let's go ahead and get into it. So, anyways, we're in the hub right now, and the first thing I do want to talk about is the gear crafting, which, it's this section right here is the gear crafting section. Now, basically, with this, you can practically just completely skip over stellar and radiant gear at this point. So basically what you want to do is there's this profession right here, and you want to max it out. You want to get it to 250, and basically when you get it to 250, you can start pulling first of all, you can start pulling crystal gear out of the gear craft vaults, and you can even craft crystal gear as well. Like, as you can see, I can actually craft crystal 4 gear if I want to. But I don't know if that's going to be available to whatever level you're at right now. But yeah, as you can see, you can craft crystal 2, crystal 3. Can't craft crystal 5 yet. But yeah, so this is very, very important. You want to max this out as soon as possible. This is going to be one of the most important things for sure. Like I said, when it comes to this, you can pretty much just skip over stellar and radiant gear, get right to crystal gear. So, and obviously how you do the gear crafter vaults is you just accumulate them over time. Like, I have, like, here, I'll even show, like, I have way too many. I have way too many. I don't have any right there, but as you can see, I have stacks. And so yeah, you just get them from doing dungeons and stuff like that. So I forget what power rank you need to start pulling C4 gear. I think it's like 30k or something. I'm not too sure. It's something like that, 30k, I'm not too sure whenever you start pulling C4 gear. But yeah, and obviously you want to make sure it's pearled and everything like that. But that's one of the ways you're going to be getting your PR as well. But obviously the main way you're going to be getting your PR is through your gems right here. Gems are going to be the main way you're going to be getting PR. Now, the whole gem system in Trove is a bit complicated. So basically all I'm going to say when it comes to gems is, obviously when you're first starting out in the game, you're probably going to have like shadow level and radiant gems. But I just want to say, you want to get to stellar gems as quick as possible. That's for sure. You definitely want to get stellar gems as quick as possible, and then eventually you want to move on to crystal gems. And how you get crystal gems is you get it from D14, U11, whatever. So, and obviously I'll show the stats you need to get into D14, over 30k PR and about 6k light, but that's not enough to solo it. I would recommend, before you start trying to solo it, I'd recommend getting to at least like 35k and then maybe like 8k light. It'll be slow. I mean, it'll be slow, but you'll still be able to solo it. Or you could just ask people to carry you, whatever, it doesn't really matter. So yeah, that's how you get crystal gems. But another way you can get crystal gems is when you actually get your stellar gems to max. If you go to the store here, if we go to the gem section, there is the crystal gem converter, which you can buy for 15k credits, or no, not 15k credits, 15k cubits, and you can buy it for 1.5k credits if you really want to. So yeah, I recommend saving your credits. You can get patron if you want to, so you can get extra star bar, or you can just, obviously just gotta make sure you hop on daily, complete your star bar, and then you're pretty much good to go. And yeah, all that stuff. So anyways, I'm going to cut it here, and then we're going to move on to the next portion of the video. Alright, so another big thing I forgot to mention as well that you must do before you even start worrying about PR and stuff like that. You want to make sure you have your class at level 30. Like, that's the big thing. You want to make sure you have your class at level 30. Because when you get your class to the max level, you get all of your gem slots unlocked, and that way you can have all of your gems, basically. So, yeah, if you've not done that, you definitely want to do that before you start worrying about your gems and you start worrying about PR and stuff like that. Make sure you have your class at level 30. Alright, that's out of the way now. So, another thing I want to mention too, another big way is going to actually just be your mastery rank as well. If we go right here. So the first 500 mastery, I forget how much PR it gives you. I think it gives you like 10 extra PR. I don't exactly remember. Actually, no, it says it right there. I want to have a look. Yeah, 4 extra PR, something 4 plus extra PR. So yeah, you want to make sure you want to work on your mastery quite a bit as well. And another big way you're going to be working on your mastery and power rank as well is going to be dragons right here, which you can get them from here as well. So yeah, you want to make sure you want to get dragons as well, because not only will they give you a lot of mastery, but they will also be giving you power rank as well. So what I recommend doing for dragons as well is I actually just recommend saving up your flux, because if we go, oh actually, well I already had it up. Well, never mind. I guess I gotta type it in again. I recommend just going here and buying some golden eggs right here. As you can see, they're fairly cheap right now, at least here on console. I don't know how they are on the platform that you're playing on right now, but they're fairly cheap, as you can see on here. So like, you can get a lot of good. This is like good mastery right here. This is a lot of good mastery. So you definitely want to be doing that. And yeah, you also, another thing as well, you want to get your primordial dragons as well. Primordial dragons are very important in the game, so make sure I would go for all of them. Probably save the cosmic dragon for last, just because it does have the hardest crafting recipe. But yeah, primordial dragon's very important as well. That's a big way you're going to be getting a lot of your PR and just stats in general. As you can see, they have great stats, like really good stats, and they're all permanent, and it goes across all of your classes as well. So yeah, that's a big thing right there. Anyway, I'm gonna go ahead and cut it here, and we'll move on to the next portion. Alright, for this next part of the video, I didn't actually record any extra footage, so this is just some old gameplay that I have from like months ago. So yeah, just go ahead and continue on with the video, I guess. Things I need to mention as well, other ways you can get your PR up, is obviously by your banner as well. Your banner is a very important way that you're going to be getting your PR as well. I recommend going for the Leviathan torches, either the perma torch or the weekly torch. How you get, because the perma torch, it is going to take a while before you actually do end up getting it. I recommend just getting your weekly torch, which how you get your weekly torches, I would recommend just going into delves. It's easier, roughly depth 115, and every Ifera that you defeat, it will give you a fragile torch, and then eventually you can craft that into a weekly torch. That's good as well, because it will also be giving you 900 extra light. Now, since it is the weekly torch, it is going to run out after a week, obviously. So you just pretty much just do that until you do eventually get a perma torch. So yeah. Now, another way as well is actually going to end up being your subclass. If you use a subclass that has a high PR, whatever character it is, you will, or actually I don't remember, I think it might also just be if the class is level 30, it will actually give you a little bit of extra PR, which is nice. So that is one thing to keep in mind. Now, another thing as well is going to end up being your ring, actually. I recommend going for a crystal ring or higher. Now, another thing as well, you want to make sure that you have your ring perfection maxed out. To be fair, that's definitely probably like an early game thing as well. So I'm sure you've probably most likely done that by now. But if you haven't, I recommend doing that. And you can get, I recommend going for Crystal and beyond. Crystal 4 is currently the highest ring that you can get right now, and it will give you some extra PR. So it's definitely one thing to keep in mind. Now, another thing as well is I will mention your ally. Now, your ally, the highest PR that your ally can give is like 75, I think. There's not really any high PR allies in the game. But if you want extra PR, then go for an ally that has 75 power rank. I would recommend using Scorpius, just because. Now, I'm going to talk about your gems a little bit more as well. A big thing you want to work on is your gem augmentation. Now, yeah, gem augmentation is definitely going to be a big way that you're going to be getting a lot of PR. So what you want to do is you need Bound Brilliance. You get Bound Brilliance is a time-gated resource. You get it at the weekly reset, usually for doing your contests, so I definitely recommend keeping track of that. And also, one big thing as well I need to mention, make sure that your gems have all 3 pearls on them. If you get an empowered gem and it only has like 2 pearls on it, I'd recommend just scrapping that and trying to get yourself one that has 3 pearls, because you will see the difference that you have compared to a gem that only has 2 pearls. Like, it is quite a big difference. So that is definitely one thing to to watch out for. Just make sure that your gems have 3 pearls, because you'll get a lot of extra PR from that. Alright, well, I'm about to close this video off, but before I do end the video, I do just want to mention something. I will just say your power rank doesn't really mean that much, because, for example, if you could have like 40k power rank, but if you only have like 10k light, you're still going to be struggling to do D14 even. So basically, it really comes down to your stats. Like, you could have a bunch of power rank, but if you don't have the stats to do anything, you're not going to be doing much damage. Your power rank basically just reflects the stats that you were working on. Like, if you increase your light, it's going to increase your power rank. If you increase, so on and so forth. That's basically power rank. It's basically just reflecting the stats that you were working on. Like, if you're augmenting your gems and stuff like that, your power rank is going to increase. So it all boils down to your stats. I do just want to mention that right now if you are new to the game. If you have a lot of power rank but you don't have the stats to do anything, then it's not really going to matter. So anyways, that's the end of this video. I hope this was able to help you guys out in some way, and I will see you guys later.